This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi, and welcome to Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and skill featuring some of the best and brightest students here at United ISD. I'm your host, Robert Nino. Before we begin, I'd like to take time to introduce our special guest today, Mr. Jaime Canales, Webb County Commissioner for Precinct 4. Mr. Canales, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Once again.
Well, thank you.
And also, if you could just kind of give us a brief description of what your duties are as County Commissioner.
Well, first of all, thank you for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here with our young minds who are here today to perform, and I know you're going to do really well. So thank you and congratulations for being here. My job as a commissioner is to oversee the county jail, the district courts, the county courts, and the justice of the peace courts, and maintain safety in our whole county. Also, we deal with the roads and bridges. I like to stay involved in the community. I do a lot of community work. We do summer camps for kids. I think education is extremely important. We do a lot of things to help out the elderly. We stay involved with them and the veterans of our community who have given so much for our country. So it's a job that is wonderful because you get to stay very much involved in the community. So I'm really, really happy to help.
And you're also employed here at UISD
And I'm also employed here at UISD. So in UISD, we do a lot of work to help kids stay out of trouble. And that's one of the things that I'm passionate about, make sure that we gear our kids in the right direction. And programs such as this one is very beneficial. So thank you for having me.
Oh, very good. Welcome aboard. And let's turn our attention now to our students. We have students from Fasken Elementary and Muller Elementary here with us today. And representing Fasken Elementary, we have Jorge Maldonado and Hugo Gonzalez. And Jorge, if you could, just tell us a little bit about yourself. Just what are some of your favorite pastimes and things you like to do when you're not in school?
Some of my favorite things to do are playing football. I also like to go to karate. I'm in Taekwondo. I'm a black belt. And I like to read as one of my hobbies.
All right, excellent. And Hugo, what can you tell us about yourself, please?
Well, one of my favorite things to do is mostly doing what every kid that I know likes to do. Play video games.
And do you have any favorite video games?
No.
No, you just like them all?
Yeah, I
All
like
right.
them all.
Very good. And representing Muller Elementary today, we have Tracian Waite and Victoria Salgado. And Tracian, if you could, just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
Hey, so I like to read a lot. I like things about dragons and fantasy and magic and things like that. Those really interest me. And I also I like to collect coins. So I have coins from various different places.
All right, excellent. And Victoria, what about you? What can you tell us about yourself, please?
I like to make jewelry and bracelets out of rubber bands, and I like to do hair, and I like, that's it.
Okay. Our students here have a varied bunch of interests here. Before we get started, let me just go over the rules very quickly. Each team is going to take turns spinning the wheel that you see behind you, our wheel of knowledge. It has questions in language arts, math, science, and social studies. And each of those questions is going to be worth 5 points if you answer correctly. If the wheel of knowledge lands in the wild turn category, the team in play has a chance to earn 10 points. And that's because those questions come from different subject areas, but they're a little more challenging to answer, so they're worth it a little bit more. And wild turn questions can be from any subject area. Now, each team has 1 minute to answer the question, and you're going to hear this chime. And that means your time's expired and you'll have to give us your answer then and there. And then the host will ask for the answer, of course, and then you have to answer correctly in order to get the points. Now, if you can't answer, or if you answer incorrectly, the opposing team has a chance to answer the question and earn the points. And we held a coin toss a little earlier, and Muller won the coin toss, so they elected to go first. So Trey or Victoria, will one of you go ahead and just take a spin at the wheel? And the wheel does have to go around at least once. And our first question is going to come from the science category for our students from Muller Elementary.
Come on, let's go.
And we'll take this one.
Turn it on.
And as Mr. Canales reads you the question, he's going to go through all the choices, so just make sure you give him a chance to finish the 4 choices. Here's a copy of the question for each team.
Okay, question number 1, good luck. There are several months of snowfall in the town where Samantha lives. The snowfall is usually followed by several months of warm weather, in which flowers bloom. Which cycle of nature causes these changes in her town? Is it A, the water cycle, B, the lunar cycle, C, the ocean tides, and D, the seasons? I'll repeat the question. There are several months of snowfall in the town where Samantha lives. The snowfall is usually followed by several months of warm weather in which flowers bloom. Which cycle of nature causes these changes in her town? Anybody have the answer?
Yes, we have the answer.
And Muller, what's your answer?
D.
D.
D is correct. So good job, Muller. You earn the 5 points by answering correctly. Fasken Elementary, Jorge or Hugo, it's your turn at the wheel now, so go ahead and take a spin, please. And we can't allow that one. We need it to go around at least once. So just go ahead and give it a good spin. Okay, and we land in the social studies category. So this social studies question is for our students from Fasken Elementary. And again, you'll have a minute to answer. Just wait for our host to go through all the choices.
Question is, in 1803, Thomas Jefferson was president. He approved that the United States buy a piece of land from France that doubled the size of the country. What was this called? Was it A, Northwest Ordinance, B, Ohio Valley Settlement, C, the Louisiana Purchase, or D, westward expansion?
And remember, our students from Fasken have a minute to answer this social studies question. And just to go over it again, in 1803, Thomas Jefferson was president. He approved that the U.S. buy a piece of land from France that doubled the size of the country. What was this called?
We choose C.
C is the correct answer.
Great.
Very good. Fasken Elementary, you earned 5 points by answering correctly. And Muller, it's your turn again. So Victoria or Trey, go ahead and give us a good spin, please. And let's go ahead and just do another spin. We need to make sure it goes around at least once. All the way. Give us a good spin. Now this time we land in the social studies category. This time for Muller Elementary. Okay. There you go.
Okay, and the question is the following. One major problem facing the world today is the pollution of the soil, water, and air. Which of the following is the best action people can take to reduce pollution? A, traveling often. B, exercising more often. C, recycling paper and plastic. And D, using plastic bags for garbage. One major problem facing the world today is the pollution of soil, water, and air. Which of the following is the best action people can take to reduce the pollution?
And this question is for our students from Muller Elementary. And just to, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
We choose C.
Very good.
that is correct.
Correct.
C is the correct answer, recycling paper and plastic. And Fasken, it's your turn once again. So, guys, go ahead and give us a good spin, please. All the way around at least once. And we've met that requirement.
Arts.
And this time we land in the language arts category.
The language arts question is the following. You read the following sentence. That was a good lunch. Which of the following words can replace the word good and improve the meaning of the sentence? Is it great? A, great. B, nice. C, fine. Or D, Delectable. Which of the following words can replace the word good and improve the meaning of the sentence?
We choose
D.
D.
That's the right.
That's the right word. D is delectable, and that was a good answer there, guys.
This is very competitive so far.
Yeah, it's very
great.
competitive. And let's see, Muller Elementary, you're next. So Trey or Victoria, will one of you take a good spin on that wheel, please? There we go.
That's the way you spin it.
And Muller Elementary gets a science question.
The next science question is the following. A toaster is powered by electrical energy. The toaster changes the electrical energy to what kind of energy? Mechanical energy, solar energy, sound energy, or thermal energy? A toaster is powered by electrical energy. The toaster changes the electrical energy to A, mechanical energy, B, solar energy, C, sound energy, D, thermal energy.
We think it's D, thermal energy.
That's correct.
That is correct.
Congratulations.
And you earn another 5 points there, Muller Elementary. And Fasken, it's your turn. So Jorge or Hugo, give us a good spin, please. And this time we land in the math category for our students from Fasken. Our first math question of the day.
First math question is the following. The trainer recorded the distances each athlete threw the discus. According to the table, which answer choice shows the distances from the least to the greatest? A, Reggie, Xavier, Giovanni, Daniel, and Roberto. B, Daniel, Roberto, Reggie, Giovanni, and Xavier. C, Giovanni, Roberto, Xavier, Daniel, and Reggie. And D, Daniel, Roberto, Xavier, Giovanni, and Reggie. I will let you think because this one's a little, you have to think a little bit on this one, and if I keep talking, you're going to get confused.
Yes, and just to repeat the question, it's a math question for our students from Fasken, and the trainer recorded the distances each athlete threw the discus. And according to the table, which our students have, which answer choice shows the distances from least to greatest? They have 4 possible choices. And our students are working furiously to answer this question before their time expires. And they have a minute to answer, and probably a little bit less right now. So our students will work together to come up with an answer, and hopefully they can earn the 5 points if they answer correctly. If they can't answer correctly, then our students from Muller will get a chance to earn those points.
Oh, we
We chose D.
D.
D. That is correct. Good job, guys. That is the correct answer, and you earn the 5 points. And it's time now for a quick commercial break. So let's go ahead and take that, and we'll be right back.
If you've ever dreamed of owning a new car, now's your chance. The Sames Kia in the Classroom program is open to all United ISD high school students. You could catch a new Kia by just having perfect attendance during any 9-week period this school year. Your name will then be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new 2014 Kia Soul. Don't let this be the year that the big one got away.
Drivers, be careful around school buses and in school zones. Come to a complete stop when you see the flashing red lights on a school bus. Slow down to 20 miles per hour in a school zone at the start and at the end of each day. State law prohibits the use of cell phones or any handheld devices in an active school zone.
Please obey crossing guards directing traffic. Failure to heed these warnings can lead to fines or jail time.
Keep our kids safe. Drive carefully.
Hi, my name is Jose Hernandez. I'm a former migrant farm worker and now a former NASA astronaut. I had the opportunity to become an astronaut because I stayed in school and I focused on STEM education, science, technology, engineering, and math. And even though we worked in the fields, I was able to realize my dream through hard work and perseverance. No matter how humble your beginnings are, there's a way to move forward, and that's through a proper education.
Let's go, Kia!
All United ISD high school students have the chance to score really big this school year as part of the same Skia in the Classroom program. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a 2014 Kia Soul. Play like a champ, refuse to lose, go to school, get a good education, and maybe even a new car. It's a win-win.
And welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College. Our schools today are Fasken and Muller Elementary Schools. And our guest today is Mr. Jaime Canales, Webb County Commissioner for Precinct 4. And before we resume play, Mr. Canales, I believe you have a question for our students today.
Yes, and it'll be the same question for everyone. You know, more and more in the past, we've always said education is the key to success. You must have an education to be successful. How would you encourage our kids today to make sure that they go to college, that they graduate from high school and go to college to be successful in life, knowing that high school is just not enough in these days and time? So what would you tell our kids today to make sure that they're successful in life?
They need to be proud of themselves, and they need to have courage, and they need to try hard all the time so they could go to college and be successful.
Great.
And
Ugo?
without college, you can't get a good job, and you can't have a nice house, and you can't have a nice car. So
Great.
you need to go to college.
Some people don't realize how hard it is to actually get a good job when you don't go to college. And they should really think about how you really actually do need it really badly if you want to get the job that you want.
Great, thank you. Victoria?
That they should never give up on themselves. They should always go for it, and that's how they're going to succeed.
Great, and I'm sure a lot of the kids listening to you today are going to take those recommendations very, very carefully and hopefully apply them in their everyday life. Thank you.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and resume play. Muller Elementary, you're next at the wheels. So Trey or Victoria, will one of you take a spin, please? And we wind up in the social studies category. So
I'll spin next time.
Muller Elementary gets a social studies question.
Okay, the question is, which of the following women were leaders in the fight for women's rights? A. Florence Nightingale. B. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. C. Dolly Madison. D. Martha Washington. Which of the following women were leaders in the fight for women's rights? A. Florence Nightingale. B. Elizabeth Cady Stanton. And C is Dolly Madison. D. Martha Washington.
We pick D. Martha Washington.
I'm sorry, guys, that's incorrect. Fasken Elementary, you have a chance to earn 5 points here. What's your answer, please?
We choose C.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Sir, if you could just give us the correct answer.
The correct answer is Elizabeth Cady Stanton.
Okay, so no points on this for this question, but Fasken Elementary, it's your turn again, so give us a good spin there, please. And our students from Fasken wind up with a wild turn question. So if they answer correctly, they can earn up to 10 points.
Let's do this.
And if they don't answer correctly, then our students from Muller will have a chance to
Here
earn those
is
points.
the question. A rectangular prism has a length of 10 units, a width of 4 units, and a height of 3 units. What is the volume of this rectangular prism? 100 cubic units for A. B. 17 cubic units. C. 120 cubic units. And D. 34 cubic units. A rectangular prism has a length of 10 units, a width of 4 units, and a height of 3 units.
We
What is the
choose
volume?
C.
We choose C.
That's the correct answer. Congratulations.
So Fasken Elementary earns the 10 points, and Muller, it's your turn at the wheel. So Victoria or Trey, give us a good spin, please.
Another wild turn.
And another wild turn. So our students from Muller respond in kind, and they'll have a chance to earn 10 points.
The question is, Mr. Gutierrez placed a pan of water on the stove. He measured and recorded the temperature of the water at 30 degrees Celsius. About 10 minutes later, the water began to boil. What was the change in the temperature of the water? Was it A, 40 degrees Celsius, B, 130 degrees Celsius, C, 70 degrees Celsius, or D, 30 degrees Celsius?
We pick C.
That's the correct answer.
That is the correct answer, and you earn 10 points by answering correctly, guys, so good work there. And Fasken Elementary, it's your turn once again, so give us a good spin, please. And this time the wheel will come to rest in the math category. So our students from Fasken get a math question.
The question is the following. This table shows the profits that 4 entertainment parks made in 2012. You may want to look at the graph there. Which park had the greatest profit? Was it A, Super Wright Park, B, Big Top Circus Park, C, Extreme Sports Park, or D, Coconut Beach Water Park?
Was B.
Choose B.
B is the correct answer. Congratulations.
Right. And you earned 5 points by answering correctly. And Muller,
Too
it's your
easy.
turn. So Trey or Victoria, give us a good spin, please. And our students from Muller get a science question.
Is it 2?
Yeah.
2 questions.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, good.
The question is the following. What are the 3 ways that water can enter the ocean? A groundwater flow, precipitation and runoff. B, precipitation, runoff, transpiration. C, evaporation, groundwater flow and runoff. And D is condensation, evaporation, and groundwater flow.
We choose A.
That's the correct answer. Congratulations.
All right. And you earned 5 points by answering correctly. And Fasken, it's your turn again. So give us a good spin, please. And this time our wheel will come to rest in the science category. Another science question here.
I'm not sure if... Okay, it's here.
Let me just...
The astronaut.
Yeah.
Question is, an astronaut dropped a feather on the moon. Why will the speed at which the feather falls be different on the moon than it would be on the Earth? Is it A, rescue the moon's gravity because the moon's gravity is stronger than the Earth's, because the Earth's gravity is stronger than the moon's, because the moon's magnetic field is stronger than Earth's, or because the Earth's magnetic field is stronger than the moon's?
We choose B.
Good answer.
Good
That's
answer.
the correct answer.
Because Earth's gravity is stronger than the moon's. Very good, guys. And Muller Elementary, it's your turn. So Victoria, give us a good spin, please. And Muller gets a language arts question.
Okay. Language arts question is the following. Read the following sentence. John walks through the park. Which of the following words can replace the word walks and improve the meaning of the sentence? Is it John dashes, strolls, goes, or leaves?
We choose B.
That's the correct answer.
All right. 5 points for our students from Muller Elementary. And Fasken, it's your turn once again. So give us a good spin. And this time we land in the language arts category. All right.
Okay, the question for the language arts is, where did Robin Hood live? Stronghold Forest, Everglow Forest, Sherwood Forest, Backwoods Forest. Where did Robin Hood live? Stronghold Forest, Everglow Forest, Sherwood Forest, or the Backwoods Forest?
So remember, guys, you have a minute, so you have a minute to discuss this. And just to repeat the question, where did Robin Hood live? Your choices are Stronghold Forest, Everglow Forest.
We choose C.
Correct.
That is correct. Good job, guys.
Good job.
And you earned the 5 points there. And let's go ahead and take a quick break and wrap this up.
Let's go, Kia!
All United ISD high school students have the chance to score really big this school year as part of the Sames Kia in the Classroom program. Just have perfect attendance during any 9-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a 2014 Kia Soul. Play like a champ, refuse to lose, go to school, get a good education, and maybe even a new car. It's a win-win.
Don't join a gang. Criminal activity can land you in jail.
If you're in a gang and want to get out, if you've been threatened for not joining a gang, the United ISD anti-gang facilitators can help. They can help you get out of a gang.
The anti-gang facilitators are available at all UISD secondary schools. They can help you turn your life around.
And that does it for this edition of Knowledge for College, our first show of the school year. And of course, we'd like to thank some of the local businesses who provide prizes to our students. And that would be Chick-fil-A at Mall del Norte, Chick-fil-A at Bob Bullock Loop, Montana Mike's, Sonic, America's Drive-In, CC's Pizza, Chuck E. Cheese's, and Subway's. And of course, we'd like to thank our students from Muller and Fasken Elementaries. They both did a tremendous job here. And of course, we'd like to thank our special guest, Mr. Jaime Canales, Webb County Commissioner for Precinct 4. And Mr. Canales, what can you tell us about your experience here today?
Well, I'm certainly very excited, very proud to be part of this group of young kids, young minds who just really awed us with their talent. I think they didn't miss any questions, maybe one. It shows our school system is really the best that money can't buy. And so we encourage all our kids to just continue. I like one of the things Trey said earlier. He loves to read, and reading is going to take you to many, many places. So I tell all students and young kids out there to read, because if you read, you will become successful in life. And so this is a great show for all our community. And I want to thank the parents for encouraging our kids, and the parents of all our community to continue encouraging our kids to be the best they can be, to be successful. Thank you.
And just to reinforce your message from earlier, getting a good education is also a key to having a bright future. And with that, everybody, let's go ahead and say goodbye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.